happen in front of a crowd. It doesn't happen in a stadium or on a stage. There are no medals handed out. It happens in the darkness of the early morning, in solitude, where I try, and I try, and I try again, with everything I have to be the best that I can possibly be, better than I was yesterday, better than people thought I could be, better than I thought I could be. Then claim one victory that no one can ever take away from me ever. A victory that is earned every single day. A victory of determination and will and discipline. A victory achieved because I will not stop.
Once again, here we go. Know the name, know the flow. Turn me up a little more. I'm setting traps, I'm alone. You know you whack, I'm a maniac. Boy, you know I'm black to the bone. Pick a place, nigga, pick a date. I go Goku, pick a load. Thought you was good, huh? Take you out back, Drake through the woods, huh? Thought I was weak, huh? You ain't see the work I put in all week, huh? Give me that, where the city at? Nitty gritty, this ain't gonna be pretty, Jack. Not afraid, get up out the way. Y'all used to hate, look at what you made. When it all goes down, I'ma run this town. Fire in my soul, got my eyes on the ground. I can't help myself lately, can't turn myself down. I'm in love with you, baby, but I let you down. I can't die in this town, I won't die in this town. Yeah. Hey, don't die in this town. Yeah, get 'em up. I won't die in this town. Hold up, homie, let's wait a minute. Lately, y'all don't even pay no visits. I can still hear the hated critics saying he ain't gonna make it, is he? Lately, I developed laser vision. Yeah, I burned through people in their cruel intentions. Crazy, you tryna play me? Boy, you wouldn't even make the scrimmage. Get your ass up and pass up your limits. Got these new rappers looking vintage. All I really do is eat spinach, count money up and hang with pretty women. I was driven, yeah, I had the vision. Then Goon came along and made it vivid. Haters living cause we really living. I'm a freight train, you a Honda Civic. Hold up, wait, let me get specific. If you pick a mission and you stay committed, stop transmitting, and you really listen, you'll see that big collision, just a big transition. When it all goes down, I'm gonna run this town. Fire in my soul, got my eyes on the ground. I can't help myself lately, can't turn myself down. I'm in love with you, baby, but I let you down. I can't die in this town, I won't die in this town.
It begins right now with no one looking, man. And how you hold yourself, how you see yourself. What do you do when no one's watching? If you do it then, I guarantee you, you'll be doing it when everyone's watching.
And you ask me what I want this year, and I try to make this kind and clear. Just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. 'Cause I don't need boxes wrapped in strings and designer love and empty things. Just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. So take these words and sing out loud, 'cause everyone is forgiven now. 'Cause tonight's the night the world begins again. I need someplace simple where we could live, and something only you can give, and that's faith and trust and peace while we're alive. And the one poor child who saved this world, and there's 10 million more who probably could if we all just stopped and said a prayer for them. So take these words and sing out loud, 'cause everyone is forgiven now, 'cause tonight's the night the world begins again. I wish everyone was loved tonight, and some might stop this endless fight, just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. So take these words and sing out loud, 'cause everyone is forgiven now, 'cause tonight's the night the world begins again. 'Cause tonight's the night the world begins again.
Wow! Come on! How does that not get you pumped up? I don't care if there's an echo. Your boy G Show's here. We're screaming. We got G Lovey back in the building again. I mean, come on. How about that cut up there, guys? It's playoff time.
Gave me chills.
How pumped up are you, dude? How
I
pumped?
can't wait. We're an hour and a half away from game time about.
Yeah, hour and a half.
Absolutely can't wait.
Oh, a couple things we're gonna dive in. We're gonna talk matchups, offense versus their D, our D versus their O. Injury reports. We're gonna be going over the inactives. Is Will Fuller definitely gonna be out? The report was that he's bit of an echo. Yeah, bit of an echo already. We're working. I know I'm screaming here, but is Will Fuller definitely gonna be out? How much is J.J. Watt going to play? We're going to talk about that. Is T.J. Yeldon going to be our secondary back today over Gore? He looked pretty good. Is Duke Williams going to be active? There's a shit ton to talk about. We're going to dive into everything here. I'm so pumped up. How you feeling, man? What Fuller is out, says Ronald Lennox. Have we gotten the actives yet? Inactives? We're going to be looking on our phones.
Right,
here.
it's not for sure, but they said that he's most likely expected not to play. So it's looking good for us right now. J.J. Watt is looking like he's going to go.
Wow. Okay. From the most recent report I'm seeing, Will Fuller is now running routes with Deshaun Watson, throwing him the ball. Inactives will be out in approximately 15 minutes.
Yeah, so you never know until those inactives come out.
I'm terrified.
You never know.
So terrified.
We're going to win this game whether Will Fuller plays or not.
Oh, my God.
We're going to win this game whether
We're going to
he
go
plays or
there?
not.
We're going to start there? Okay, let's talk about it. Because the Fuller thing is a really big deal here, guys. I'm going to get to your guys' comments. I'm going to say what's up to everybody in a second here. You guys are cutting loose. Blindsided squad, we're cutting loose right now. But before we dive into the game and the comments here, I wanted to talk about the Fuller thing. Watson is a significantly better quarterback when Fuller's in the game. And not only is it for this season, but it's been since 2017, since Fuller joined the team. Okay, when Fuller's on the field, Deshaun Watson's passer rating jumps from 89.8 to 104.3. Okay, that's a huge jump. And his QBR goes from 64.4 to 77.3. Since 2017. The only quarterback in the league with a better QBR than that, when Watson has Hopkins and Fuller, the only quarterback better than that is Patrick Mahomes in that time period.
But
so this is a major deal.
that's against other teams' defenses, not the Buffalo Bills' defense.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
They played us once last year.
And we played pretty well.
Yes.
I think we played pretty well.
Yep.
You can't give them that much credibility because of how good our defense is. It's not going to be that significant, but it's still.
Yeah, obviously the good numbers are. I'd rather have the good numbers on my side, but
yeah,
not against our defense.
And if Fuller's out, that's a huge thing.
Yeah,
that's ginormous.
If Fuller's out, we can put more eyes on Hopkins. And
double him.
limit
You double,
Hop. Yep.
you really focus on Hopkins and make who are their other receivers?
Kenny Stills. Kenny Stills. Darren Fells is their tight end. Fells is.
They got the Fells. They got the Atkins. They got the guys that catch balls because
Yeah.
Watson slings it.
Right.
But they don't. If Fuller's out, it's Hopkins or bust. I don't care.
No one's going over top of us if Fuller's out.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It
No
doesn't
one's
matter if
going.
Fuller's in.
Right.
Nobody going over top of Hyde and Poyer. It just ain't happening. All right, let me get to some of these comments here. Corey T, Viva Los Bills. Hey, man, the ending of that cut up. Your boy getting
Macho,
a little
baby.
emotional. Corey Gazer, we in this bitch. Love. Let's go. Brett Harmon, my man, the myth, the legend, one of the biggest fans. Let's go. He is active, says Michael.
And then the next guy says Fuller out.
Fuller out.
So it's the same guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Amanda wants to know, why aren't you at the game? I wanted to pull the trigger bad. If I could have had one person come with me, if I could have found one person to fly down there with me, I would have done it, but couldn't find anybody. Let's take a look at the live chat here on YouTube. Yo, G-Show, Happy New Year's, buddy Tom. I saw your messages earlier. Sorry, man. I'm running crazy. We've had a lot of stuff going on, kind of like family emergency day. A really close family member of ours is pretty sick, so we've been running crazy. So I apologize for not getting back to you. Duke is going to play, says Steven. We'll see, man. I'd be pumped.
I hope he's in.
We got,
I hope he's in there. He did enough last week to show that he should play.
I mean, how are we not? If Duke is playing, do we start like celebrating?
I don't know about you. You'll probably dance.
I'll
I ain't dancing.
I'll start twerking right in this bitch. I don't care. Even if he doesn't play that much, just having that red zone target, that big red zone target. Think about Allen on the 7-yard line. We drove the field because the Texans defense can kiss this ass. Okay.
Throw a ball up there and let him go get it.
Can you imagine a 50-50 ball?
I trust Duke in those situations, man. So
Scott Blakely, are the inactives out? No, not yet. Believers Talk. What's going on, Joe? How you doing, man? We still gotta do something. We gotta link up and do a show sometime together. Even if Fuller plays, his contributions will be minimal. Inactives today at 3:15. 3:15. Okay, well we'll see. Yeah, I agree. He's got a groin issue. So I was listening to banged up Buffalo Bills. He's a doctor. He talks about injuries and whatnot. With his injury, he's only going to be limited to a certain amount of routes and whatnot. Well, Justin Plettenkoff, my man, Fuller is officially out.
Where's he getting that from?
Who's your source, Justin?
Right.
And then Duke Williams is officially active for today's playoff game.
I hope you're right. I mean, I do.
It would be sweet. That's what I'm pulling for. Tom Talks, we will win this game if our offense steps up like they did against Dallas. Totally agree. Thanks, I always appreciate it. Oliver, it will be a close game, but the Bills win.
Yep.
Young King, 24-13, Buffalo Bills. Ronald, revenge game for Kevin Johnson. I think Kevin Johnson's going to be pretty active today.
We talked about that last show.
Yeah, we could talk about. Well, after I get to these comments, we'll talk about the Bills' injury and what kind of juice that's going to leave for us here. Sending prayers to your family, man. Thank you, Ronald. I appreciate that, man. Kind of been a shock. So a little bit of a shit show. Scott, you pay attention to fans better than all others, Joe. Oh, you're hyping up my man Joe on our chat? Blakely. Even the blow-up Dill guy, which drives me crazy. You're such a professional, dude. You're the best show promoted and continue. Blakely, I mean, come on, dude. Give me some love here, man. I mean, yeah, I like Joe too, but I mean, keep it on this chat. Like, hop off, man. Casey, Duke equals reliable third down hands, except for his drops last week.
Yeah. 12 targets, 6 catches.
Nugget thought you were going to the game. Me too, man. I couldn't find anybody to come with me. Sucked. Tom Talks, control the clock when they're running and keep Watson off the field as much as possible. Totally agree. I wonder what MVP performance game would look like from Josh Allen. Hypotheticals.
MVP performance would mean putting up at least 300 yards. He's got to do that. Like, I know putting up 300 yards isn't everything, but against a weak defense like this, that's not saying they don't need that to win, but MVP performance would be.
It would be wild. I mean, well, an MVP performance, isn't that what he did against Dallas, or no? Is that not? Because Dallas, he was super accurate. He threw for just over 200 yards, around 240. I want to say 220 to 240.
He was the MVP of that game, but does he? I don't know if he means MVP of the game or MVP numbers like Pat Mahomes.
Oh, right.
I don't know where he's going with that.
Right. MVP performance, you think
of the game? Yeah, he 240, 2-ish touchdowns, no interceptions. Yeah.
But we'll see. I look at their defense sucks. We don't have to fuck around.
Right.
We don't have to pussyfoot around it.
Right.
Their defense is bad. Their numbers are terrible.
Everywhere.
You guys
Pass,
can see
rush.
it. You guys can see it on the ticker. Coming up here is the Bills defense. You can see how nasty this squad is. But once it gets to the Texans numbers, look at how bad all their numbers are. Like you said, secondary, getting to the quarterback, rush yards given up. They're a bad defense. What they do is blitz a lot. And
Allen has been bad against the blitz.
That's right. But you have to assume that they know that.
Yeah.
And their game plan this week is we got to be ready for the blitz.
Yep.
So let's talk about Bills injuries, as I'm going to keep looking for the actives and inactives here.
Someone said 3:15 they come out.
Yeah, but Pascaglia there, one report I had showed
One interesting thing I saw is the Bills' defense is the best defense against quarterback rush yards. Texans' defense is the worst against quarterback rush yards. So
really, Texans' defense is
the worst.
Really?
5.8 yards per rush. The Bills are like 2.6 or 8 or something like that. So Josh Allen second in the league in rush yards behind Lamar, right?
Behind Lamar,
and Deshaun was like 4th, I believe. So I don't see Deshaun getting out there and running too much.
No, I don't either.
But I see Josh getting out there and picking up probably 40 yards rushing. So scrambling, getting 10 yards here, 10 yards there. I can see it happening.
When his runs aren't planned, when he's not roll out, let's send the offensive line in front of him. I love it. When he's like shotgun 5 wide, a couple steps back, get him out of the pocket, run if you have to extend the play. That's my favorite Josh Allen right there. But when it comes to Bills injuries, apparently it seems like the actives and inactives are going to come out in 5 minutes. So stay in tune with us here. But okay, so let's talk about it. Levi Wallace, he had a heavily taped ankle all week. He was limited.
Twice in
he's
practice,
questionable for the game. Do you think he's going to be a go? Do you think he's not?
I hope he's a go. I don't know. I had limited twice in practice. He missed Tuesday's practice, I believe. Wednesday.
Was he out for? I know he played Wednesday. Was he out Tuesday?
I think so.
Okay.
Because it said he was limited twice in practice. So, and the other guys were 3 times. So, he was out today. I hope he goes because it gives us more depth at the quarterback.
What do you take? Do you take like an 80% Levi Wallace or 100% vengeance on his mind, Kevin Johnson?
100%. 100% Kevin Johnson.
What I heard was, possibly use Levi in certain, just use him in defensive plays where he's a specialty at. And just where he's not going to have to be cutting hard on that ankle.
Right. Deep routes.
Yeah, deep routes, things like that. When it's just straight line running. And other than that, keep Kevin Johnson in there. So we'll stay tuned for that. Ty Nsekhe, we don't know if he's going to be playing. If I had to guess, I would say he's probably going to be out. I'm not sure. Shaq is playing, Ronald Lennox says. We'll see.
Shaq's a big guy. If Shaq's out, our pass rush is not
there it
good.
is. It's official. It's official. Adam Schefter has reported that Texans wide receiver Will Fuller
is out
today
Let's
versus
go.
the Buffalo Bills.
Let's go. That's huge. When Schefter tweets it, it's true. So.
Yeah, straight to retweet time, baby. And we are live for the first time on Twitter. So if you guys haven't checked us out on Twitter yet, we're Blindsided Sports on Twitter. Check us out. You guys on YouTube, hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. You guys on Facebook, I always forget to do that. Everybody I talk to that has YouTube and Facebook video shows and live streams and whatnot, they always say you got to constantly remind people to do it because there's only 5, 10, 20 people are in certain amount of time, so you got to constantly do it. I'm not good enough at it. So if you guys don't mind, like, comment, share, subscribe, all the above. I appreciate you guys. This is ginormous.
Yeah,
this is huge.
Nothing about Nsekhe or
nothing about those guys yet. I'm just gonna keep swiping until we get it. It should be in like a few more minutes.
So
here.
Fuller must have been out on the field testing it out.
Yep, and they shut it down.
Yep,
they shut it down.
Didn't see enough good things out of him. That is huge.
So
if we are without Levi Wallace, it's a little bit better now that they're without one of their top wide receiver weapons. I mean, it helps us a little bit if
absolutely that makes the Kevin Johnson transition a little bit easier. Gabriel Barba, welcome to the show. Blindsided Sports covers the Buffalo Bills. Gabriel Barba, guys, Texans win 24-7. Great comment.
Wow. Get him out of here.
Blind ban him. Josh Murillo, what's going on, man? Josh Allen does good against soft cornerbacks. I expect some scoring today. Yeah, they got Roby. Roby's dinged up, and Jonathan Joseph's dinged up. This is a game about injuries. Really, it is.
Yeah.
Their 2 starting cornerbacks are not only they're not I mean, they were questionable to play in this game. They're going to go. They're close enough to go, but they're not at 100%.
JJ, I know he's not a cornerback, obviously, but JJ Watt's not at 100% either.
That's
so.
another thing, man. This is a game of injuries. Who's playing? Who's actually going to be able to perform? And I love the fact that their corners are banged up and their secondary is already terrible.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Joseph is 745 years old.
How many yards does John Brown have today?
Wow.
Over 100?
Yes.
Over 100?
Yes. Michael Cahan, blindsided, number 1. It's a
It's a fact. That's a fact.
Thank you.
No
Bills
question
rushing
about
for
it.
175 yards. 175. I see it. I could see it possibly over 200-yard rushing day. Especially, I can't wait to see if Yeldon goes. If Yeldon's active today, that means he's going to be getting a workload over Gore. I would be so excited.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Just confirmed on pregame. Fuller's out. Yeah. Yep. Trayon Hopkins okay. This is a big one. This is another one. We can scooch over here. We're gonna keep the injuries up because we're so close to inactives, actives. But Trey had an interview. He had a press conference in his locker room, and he seemed like he was biting his tongue big time. It was just after.
Well, last year, there was some beef going on between Hopkins and Trey. Trey said that other people think that Hopkins is the best receiver in the league, and Trey doesn't think that.
Right. No, that's true. And they constantly go back and forth.
Yeah.
And Hopkins had that Instagram post the other day where he said the 2020 mood. It was the picture of him catching the TD over Trey. Trey played pretty good that game.
Yep.
Hopkins only had, he had 50, 60 yards.
Well, he said 2 catches for 30 yards on Trey. That's what Trey said.
That was?
Yeah.
So, but back to my point was, here we go. Bills inactives versus Texans. Running back, TJ Yeldon, okay? Tight end, Tommy Sweeney. Guard, Ryan Bates. Guard, Ike Bucker. DT, Vincent Taylor. Cornerback, Levi Wallace, not playing today. Kevin Johnson's going to be our guy.
So Duke's in there.
Wide receiver, last inactive, wide receiver, Robert Foster.
Let's go, let's go.
He's got the juice.
Let's go.
Look at G-Show. Go back to our show. Go back to our Twitter. Follow it. Okay, all the Bills media guys. I'm gonna hop on my pedestal real quick. All the Bills media guys. We're saying, no, Robert Foster's not sitting in this game. He's too important to special teams. He's an important gunner. I hear you. I know. I understand. But you put Duke Williams on the field when the Bills are on offense, and it's a difference maker. Robert Foster hasn't been able to do shit.
Done nothing.
He hasn't been able to do shit on the field. Yes, TJ. I should just cut him out of this picture. Sorry, but he hasn't been able to do shit. You put Duke on the field, he can be a game changer.
Yep. Foster's not going to go out there last week and get you 6 for 108. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm upset about the TJ Yeldon not playing, but I think that's more of a nod to Gore being his swan song here, his last season, most likely. So I think that's more what it is than Yeldon being worse than he is. Like, Yeldon is better than Frank Gore at this point of his career, but
I get it.
You got to play him.
Everybody's pumped. Duke Williams,
Yes.
Duke. Yeah, I hear what
huge.
you're saying on Gore. It makes total sense. Run it out. He's a leader. He's shown all year. He's been busting his ass. It's like him, Lorenzo, these guys. It's their swan song, like you said. But back to our guy here. How pumped he's going to be on the field a lot. I guarantee it because John Brown's on one side. Cole Beasley's always going to be in the slot. When they got 3 wide receivers out there,
Which they do the most in the league.
Right.
Yeah. So
Duke Williams is going to be on the field a lot today.
Yeah. He has a touchdown. I guarantee it. I guarantee he gets a touchdown. I guarantee it. It's guaranteed. Duke is going to go out there and get a touchdown today.
Casey, no Fuller, and Duke is in. Let me get to some.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Can we be more lit? Can you read some of these, or is it too?
It's a little small, but
give it a go.
Brian Dable needs to open the playbook and keep Houston's defense guessing. Yeah, I agree. We need to win this, man. Yeah, Scott, yep.
Keep reading.
Tom talk. Come on.
Sorry, dude.
Tom talks. I love Duke Williams. G-Show loves Yeldon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Reading. Keep going.
Bills wide receiver Duke Williams will be active. Sean, you're killing me right
Okay, go.
In a dome, Allen's percentage is 70% or better. Yeah,
yes.
that's huge.
That's a great point. I love Josh Allen in the dome. The way he plays against Dallas, the way he played against Dallas, the way he played, he was looking good in Houston last year. Dude, I am lit right now.
Duke Williams adds to Josh Allen's arsenal, 100%. Ty Nseki's active too. We
Yes,
didn't go over that.
Nzeki is
Nseki's
active.
is active.
I don't know if that's a good thing because I love Cody Ford, but I don't love
It's
him.
always
I
a
like
good
Cody Ford.
It's a good. The more linemen you have, the better.
Well, right, but
You
I
can't-
just wonder who's going to be playing and who's. I've been like, not that this is an interesting topic. It's only interesting for the diehard Bills fans, but I've been battling this. What's better, Cody Ford's growth, keeping Cody Ford in there to grow, or the skill that Ty Nsekhe has? I don't know which one's better. I want whatever's better that the Bills are going to win this game.
Today. Yep.
Today. Whoever's the better tackle right now is who I want playing. So we'll see. We'll see.
Wow, what's up with all the Robert Foster hate? He just hasn't done anything this
Who
year.
said that? Who said that? Where is it?
Justin playing down right there. Up, right there.
Oh, yes. Oh.
He hasn't done. He's got 3 catches all year.
My man, Justin. Look, I appreciate the comments. Appreciate you hanging out. As always, Blindsided Sports. We in this bitch. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, like, comment, share. Let's go. But I've been calling it since preseason. I went to every preseason. Not preseason. I went to every training camp. Robert Foster, since the Bills have brought in new talent, Foster has just slid down the depth chart.
And you were huge on Foster last year. Yeah, I remember when we drafted him last year.
No, he was an undrafted free agent. We signed him.
Okay, well when we signed him last year, you were big on him coming out early.
Yeah.
You liked him early, so you're not always hating on him.
No, I wasn't, because when he was performing, it was fun to watch.
Exactly.
He's that speed guy, that burner guy.
This year, he does not deserve to be on the playoff roster. So
I totally agree. He hasn't been able to get separation. I like him. I like Foster. He needed to develop. He needed to grow his route tree. And McDermott even said that. McDermott said that he's going through that sophomore slump, and he has to bust out of it. He hasn't been able to bust out of it. It's been clear. Look at new talent came in. John Brown, Cole Beasley, ton of targets, ton of catches, ton of yards. Look at Duke Williams. When he's on the field, he's making plays, bossing guys down. Robert Foster gets on the field, it's kind of irrelevant. They don't know how to use Foster. It's sad, but it's reality, Scott says. That may be the case, too. There may be some of that in there.
To me, Foster's just a deep guy. He runs deep routes every time.
Right.
Like you said, he needs to finish off that route tree. He just got one route, and that's all I've really seen him run.
Yes. Tom talks, I don't hate Foster, but he's lost on offense, and we need an offense to provide the spark we need.
Yep. Couldn't agree more.
Be more pumped up right now.
I'm
Come on, how much time until game time? We're just over an hour. What a vomit. Let's move on. Super pumped about Duke playing. We'll talk more about it here shortly. Let's talk about this Bills defense versus Texans offense. Favorable matchup. Favorable.
Yeah.
And the reason why, yes, the Texans offense is good. It's dynamic. Deshaun Watson can make plays. But their big thing is plays over the top. And that has been one thing that the Bills have absolutely shut down. Okay, since 2018, the Bills have only allowed 26. Have allowed only 26 plays for 30 yards or more. That's best in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's in 2 years now. And that's what the Texans do best. That's what the Texans. If they're going to limit that, they're going to have to play the short game.
and they're not good at it. So we're taking away their best thing.
Their best thing.
The best thing, the thing that they're the best at, we're taking that away completely. You know, it's two strengths going against each other, and I think that our strength kills their strength.
The spread must have moved. It must
2.5?
have moved. I would bet $500 on the Bills right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to put that.
They've also allowed the league's second best passer rating, 58.9, on what NFL defines as deep passes since the start of 2018, trailing only the Patriots. So yeah, it's
What's that one?
the league's second best passer rating on deep passes.
Oh,
since
right.
2018.
And that's the Texans' entire game plan. So I love our defense today. On top of the fact that Will Fuller's not playing, how do the Texans? Watson's got to make some crazy shit happen. But even our D line keeps quarterbacks in the pocket. You know, look what they were able to do to Lamar. I mean, and he's the best at it.
Yep.
And they limited him so much. They hold on to their angles. They make sure guys aren't busting out. I don't know. I love the matchup today for our defense.
Another thing I have is how bad our worst thing on offense to me is our third down percentage. So among playoff teams since the merger, 1970, the Texans have the worst third down percentage on defense in the NFL since the 70s. The worst third down percentage.
I saw that.
And that's the thing that we're the worst at on offense. Is,
well, we're not the worst in the NFL. But that's one of our downfalls.
That's our downfall on offense. Yeah. Is what I'm saying. That's our worst thing on offense is converting those third downs, and the Texans are the worst at it since the 70s.
That's crazy.
It's
crazy.
That's just another thing that helps our offense that is going to win us the game.
Okay, so hypothetically, the Bills come out in the first quarter. They don't put up any points in the first quarter. Are you terrified?
I'm terrified.
They have to move the ball.
Yes.
First and foremost. Yep. I hope that they win the coin toss and
the ball.
Give us the ball.
Give us the ball, march down the field, score a touchdown. Usually I want to defer. Usually I like deferring, but not today. Today you want to put up
I'm not calling my bookie. Hello.
You want to put up those points and march down the field and
No, I'm doing a live show. Nobody knows who this is. I'm just you're the bookie. I just said I'm going to put as much money as possible on the Bills winning straight up today. Really? So it's down to a pick 'em.
Wow.
Huh? Well, right. But it's close enough to a pick 'em.
So switching things over here to the Bills defense.
So what do you think?
The Bills have allowed 24 or less points in 15 out of 16 games this year. 24 or less. No defense has done that since 2001. It was the Eagles who
let me put 2 on them.
Went 16 of 16 that year, but 24 or less points in 15 out of 16 games is huge for our defense.
We're live. You can tune in right now if you want. If you want to tune in, I'm literally on the phone. I got Garrett sitting next to me shooting the shit. All right, so we could go 2. Let's go 2 on straight.
Houston inactive. Jordan Atkins is out for their tight ends. That's huge.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Thanks, Buck.
Wow, Jonathan Joseph is out. Jonathan Joseph is out. Jonathan Joseph is out.
Who said that?
Casey, whoever. Houston inactive. Jordan Atkins, their tight end, that's a big out for them too. Darren Fells is their only tight end now.
This is
if Jonathan Joseph is out, John Brown is going to have 150 yards. I don't see us.
Well, Roby's going to be on him. It won't be Joseph that's on him. It won't be Joseph. Yeah,
but Joseph is their second best cornerback. I mean,
who is?
Jonathan Joseph is their second
best.
Yeah,
but I think Roby's so good. But he's hurt. But Roby's so good that he'll be following John Brown. I have to look this up here.
Whoever Cornell Armstrong is out too.
Fuck Cornell. Texans. Come on, where is this at? Here we go. Steven Mitchell Jr., wide receiver Will Fuller, wide receiver Jonathan Joseph is 100% out. Jordan Atkins is out too.
Wow.
JJ Watt. All right, I can't be on the hype train anymore.
JJ Watt, listen, he's a monster. I get it. But this year he's only played in 8 games and he's only had 4 sacks. So I don't know that he's that much of a monster this year.
I get it. I hear what you're saying.
4 sacks.
And look at when it comes down to it, his injury. He's been out for 10 weeks.
Yep.
His injury is a 16 to 24 week injury.
That's crazy.
16 to 24 weeks.
He's back
and J.D. Watt's 10 going up against the best players in the world.
He can't be 100% healthy.
No.
He's not.
No. There's no way. Here's what I picture. I picture them putting him in on third down, maybe third and long situations where it's go get the quarterback, don't let Josh Allen get around you. That's it.
Irrelevant. J.J. Watt is going to be irrelevant. I'm telling you.
Come on.
He's going to be irrelevant.
We got the juice right now.
We're not going to hear his name once. Well, they're going to talk about him, but not for anything he's done on the field.
God, can you imagine? Look at guys. Look at a quick overview of where the Bills are at going into this game. Look at we're what? Just over an hour away from game time. Levi Wallace out is not. It stinks, but the fact that Fuller's out that erases that, and Kevin Johnson's played pretty well this year.
Yep.
But complete overview: Fuller's out. Their second best wide receiver option, one of their biggest weapons in the offense.
Yeah.
Right. Their second best cornerback is out. J.J. Watt. There's no way he's playing at 100%. Okay. Our offense has. Okay, the last 4 weeks we played the 4 top 10 defenses.
Yeah.
Okay,
yep.
and now
we're going
in a dome, no weather, and we're going against a terrible defense. Okay, and RD absolutely limits what they're best at.
Yeah.
How are the Texans? And we're 6-2 on the road this year. We're 6-2 on the road this year.
There's no way.
Don't say there's no way. How is this Buffalo team an underdog in this game right now? They should be favored by 3 or 4.
Is it still 2.5 or what is it?
It was 2.5. I bet 200 to win 240. It was plus 120. I can add the juice.
No, I'm good, but
I would. No. Don't actually do that. I'm just saying it. So as of right now, all things are swinging in the Bills' favor. I don't want to overlook it. I don't want to get too hyped.
oh, come on. We're all about hype here.
I can't because you look like an asshole every time you say there's no way we lose. We're definitely gonna win. You look like a dick. I can't do it.
Okay, good. All right.
So it's great. This is great things.
It's good news going into the game for sure. Yeah.
Bills have to be able to move the ball. Defense has to do what they've done. Defense travels well. Defense wins championships. Bills get the win today. What's your prediction? Let's go prediction.
I said 27-20. I'm sticking to it.
27-20?
27-20.
My prediction has changed to 45-3.
Oh,
Bills win.
Oh, we can't get too hyped. Okay.
Okay, but seriously,
27-20 Bills.
I'm gonna say 28 to 17.
Okay.
I think I had the Bills winning slight edge before all these things happen, and now that Fuller's out, now that Joseph's out, and you look at some of these stats. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say we're never losing in this game.
So Allen has a touchdown rushing. Singletary has a touchdown rushing. John Brown has a touchdown catch.
Yeah.
My boy Duke has a touchdown catch.
Good. Can you imagine if we win by 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and Duke has a touchdown? Oh my God. Okay. The Bills have had plenty of their own offensive problems, and I was going to go over it, but fuck that. I'm not talking about it today because we're going against a bad defense, and their offensive problems should not be exposed today.
Right.
It should not be exposed.
Right. You should be able to go out
Allen
there.
against the blitz is the big thing you got to watch for today.
Yeah.
But
which is every game. He's got to take care of the ball. You can't have turnovers against a bad defense. If you turn it over against this defense, it's going to be detrimental.
Right. That's absolutely correct. You can't turn the ball over, and he's gotten so good at that since the Patriots game.
You saw that too.
It's so much more improved. While Garrett looks that up, I read an ESPN article. They did a great deep dive on all the playoff teams, and I can't remember who did. I wish I could give him props. And we're gonna get to your guys' comments here. I'm gonna pull up your comments here in a second. But they had at the end of the Bills thing, they had a past Super Bowl winner comparison to this Bills team. You ready for this? They picked the 2001 New England Patriots, which sucks. It's annoying as hell, but it's the start of a dynasty. And it makes so much sense. I'm going to read it to you guys what they had. It's really quick. 2001 Patriots. Bills fans might not be enthused about being compared to their arch rivals, but that Patriots team was built around a strong defense that slowed down offenses in the red zone and a second-year quarterback, Tom Brady, whose job was to mostly avoid turnovers. Tom Brady didn't have Allen's rushing ability, and the Bills' defense is better than that Patriots' defense was in 2001 by the DVOA. But they win games with the same style of play. Come on.
I like it. That was the first year they won, right?
First year they won. I don't remember offensive powerhouses that they had to play like the Kansas City Chiefs. Like if we have
Baltimore Ravens.
We'll talk about the Ravens if we win this game. I'm worried a lot more about the Chiefs than I would be the Ravens if we win today. We'll talk about it, but
we're gonna see them in the AFC Championship. We might as well talk about them now.
I can't believe you just said that. You son of a bitch. I can't believe you just said that. All right, let's get to some of these comments here on Facebook. Michael, they said Joseph hasn't played that much as of late anyways. Perfect. Corey, round up, make it a grand. Oh,
Yeah.
my God. I would do it if I never mind. Tremaine, what's going on, man? I'm cutting up that video. It's coming soon. I like that 10-point margin of victory, 24-14. Perfect. Dan, Frank Gore goes over 100.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm not mean to
wish.
laugh at you, Dan.
I would love it.
It's going to be a Singletary show. Singletary might get 20 touches today.
100 total yards receiving and rushing for
Singletary?
Yeah.
I say 140.
Okay.
Hey, Baylor, let's fucking go. Let's go. All right, let's take a look here. Live chat on YouTube. Believers Talk, hit that like button. That's my guy. He knows how it goes. I appreciate that. Casey Watt will be playing with one arm. He will be wearing a protective brace that limits mobility of his
He's
arm.
done that for the most of his career, though. He's always had a brace thing on. But, no, Young King says he is going to be irrelevant. Like, he agreed with me. I hope J.J. Watt is irrelevant for real. Like,
yeah. I don't anticipate seeing him very much either.
Right.
But also, it's playoffs. Go for broke.
But if he tears that thing again, he's done.
Oh, done.
He's
Done.
done. So I don't think the Texans are going to throw him out there every down. So.
No, absolutely not. I totally agree. Patrick Ryan, we better not go one and done in the playoffs this year. If we do, I'll be extremely disappointed. I tend to disagree with you there.
Me too.
We're so young.
Me too.
If we have to play a Chiefs team, if the Titans get that hot W today, I'm so pumped for that game. But if we have to play a Chiefs team, Ravens team, I'd like to beat the Ravens. I think we have a better shot to beat the Ravens than the Chiefs.
Yep.
But if we have to play the Chiefs, I wouldn't be upset with a loss there. Kevin Johnson can hold his own, guys. Don't forget he was a beast in college and dude plays tough. Tom Talks, yeah, totally. And he was a first round pick from Houston. He's gonna want to ball out today. Tom Talks Bills 27-17. I like it. Casey, it's gonna come down to Allen either playing like Scooby Doo or Big Ben. Yeah, it's gonna be a Big Ben day because we're playing the Texans. I'm hopeful. Just imagine if Duke Williams has a 100-yard day or a 46 touchdown with 2 TDs. I'm spinning over here. You got me spinning, dude. You got me spinning. You bet the Baltimore to play Bills in Buffalo for AFC Conference Championship. It wouldn't be in Buffalo. We'd be playing.
Right.
And Justin, heading to my dad's place to watch a game. He's Patsy fan, but going for the Bills in this game. Thanks for the content, G Show. Peace, fellas, and let's go Bills. Love it, Justin. Thanks for watching, man. Yeah, we could pretty much start wrapping this thing here. I mean, we talked about the D, we talked about the injuries. We got Duke, we got Kevin Johnson going, no Jonathan Joseph, no Will Fuller. Guys, lots of reasons to be excited. What do you think about doing a halftime show? You're going to stick around for the game?
Yeah.
What do you think about doing?
We'll come on at halftime. We'll do a quick halftime.
If it's a shit show, if we have a lot to talk about, we'll come on at halftime. But if the Bills are winning 13-3, 14-6, and we're going to let it ride, and we'll definitely be back for a post-game show?
Post-game show,
okay.
For sure.
I love you, motherfuckers. Blindsided Squad, we out. Hit the like, comment, share real quick. If you haven't, thumbs up on YouTube. We'll be back. Go Bills. This is a big day.
Game time soon.
We got an hour. This is awesome. Let's go, Bills. The momentum is in our favor. The talent's in our favor. Our defense is in our favor.
I love our chances.
We'll be back, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let's